After falling once to the marauders of this land, Raewyn was determined not to fall again. Finding another hideout, this time in the Crown Lands, the band of Raewyn Celtigar set to removing them. It was a hard-fought battle, but one in which they were the victor. After, they provided services at Duskendale, earning favor with the local merchants. And finally, they turned their attention to King's Landing. Yet another scholarly fellow had money to spare. Soon, Raewyn would have to turn her attention to the mountains and valleys of the Vale, but not before acquiring a business down to the south in Old Town. Once an apprentice of the forge, Raewyn now owned one. It would take another week before the business began to turn profit, but it was a necessary step for a sellsword. With the new funds, her band would grow, and grow it did. The addition of a young squire, Alan, a proficient fighter, but one who still had much to learn. Excuse me, my lady, is it true that you fought in Essos?
Yes, Alan, it is. But it's not exactly like the tales that people say. Yes, there are many dangers, but I never saw one hideous sea creature crossing the narrow sea. In fact, I didn't see any until I reached the taverns of Tyrosh.
Well, I'm glad you decided to return, my lady.
I mean, sir. No, you're not wrong. I'm not exactly a knight. Oh, well, I thought that much was clear.
I just supposed with the banner and your armor.
Both of which are very meager. That isn't to say that you can't learn anything from traveling with me. I will be honest, it will not be easy. There will be many hardships ahead of us.
But I suppose that makes for a good tale, doesn't it?
Yes, as long as you live to tell it. And make sure that you do. Don't be taking any unnecessary risks. Yes, you are in my service, but I don't want to see you sacrificing yourself. You're too young for that.
I beg to differ, my lady. If I'm old enough to swing a sword, I'm old enough to die by one. It's the life we choose to live, is it not?
I suppose you are right. Come on then, gather your things. We won't be staying for much longer. We'll be returning north. Back to the King's Lands.
It'll be nice to have a taste of home.
Indeed it will.
Kia ora, guys, gals, and Legionnaires. Raikon here, and welcome back to Raewyn's Tale. Now, before we jump into today's episode, I will have to talk you through some potential changes. There will be dates and times and things like that that don't quite match up. It's because I've actually had to restart Raewyn's Tale to a degree. I've recorded 2 episodes since the last, and we had a big audio issue throughout all of them. That has been rectified, however, although the issue with Mountain Blade is that you can't go backwards. So from now on, I am going to be backing up episodes before I record them, backing up saves, so that in the event that anything strange does happen, I will be able to swap it out. Easy as that. Now, everything is the same, albeit with some small changes. Looking at our party, our lineup here is going to be a little bit different than what we had. Obviously, we still have Brendan and we have Alan. However, Alan and myself are wearing slightly different armor. Just in some of the battles that I've been in, we have gotten slightly different equipment, and we actually got some chainmail and this rusty sallet. Not to mention a very large shield. Now, it is just leather and wood, so it's not super protective, but it does bear the standard of our big old crab. Effectively, everything is the same as it was. Our quests are all the same, and we've completed the same amount as we've done so far. Old Town is holding our toolworks, our blacksmith, which is still under construction at this stage, and we have an okay amount of money in the bank currently, as I've done a few jobs for Old Town just to get us up to where we were before. However, our party is a little injured, so we're going to spend the evening here in Old Town just resting the night away, so that we have a chance to recover. It's probably going to be the night and the day that we spend resting here, as the world continues to spin and turn. I don't think we've seen any major territory shifts in the wars that have happened so far. But come the morn, we're going to be ready to ride back out again. And so, let's have a look and see how our party is. We're good to go effectively at this stage. I do want to get a few more troops. We might try and pick up some from the Reach here. We do have primarily Stormlanders and Westerlanders in our party at the moment, and their morale is high, which is always good. But we are setting our sights towards King's Landing. There is a lot of money and influence flowing around the seat of the Iron Throne, and I think it's only fair that we get a share of that. Not to mention, we do need to eventually start to ride up and towards the Vale. We do have a number of different tasks that we need to look into, Lost Knowledge being one of them. We have to visit a sept in the northwestern part of the Vale, and there is also the tourney at 9 stars, which we are not going to jump straight into yet. The tourney is still a wee while off, so we don't want to arrive early. However, we are going to be leaving Old Town behind. I think before we do though, we will just double check to see if there's anything else we can do for the Guildmaster. You can see that the populace is cooperative with us because I've done quite a bit for the Guildmaster here. They like Raewyn quite a lot. Let's see. Good day, Raewyn Celtigar. Do you happen to have any work for us today, Master Elbert? Perhaps. I was looking for someone to deliver some local ale. Unfortunately, ale and deliveries aren't our shtick. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Not now, anyway. Very well. We'll leave you, Master Elbert. Generally, most of the ones that want us to travel with, you know, a large amount of cargo is generally going to take us out and around to Essos, and it's a big journey. It's a big journey that we are not really wanting to undertake. We have just come back from there. We're not wanting to go back again so soon. So we are going to start riding out towards King's Landing, keeping our eyes out along the way to see if we can discover any troubles, I suppose. Bandits and brigands and folks along the road taking advantage of the small folk. Yes, the only other missing thing from us is our mule. We don't have our mule. He wasn't too helpful in the first place. I feel a little sorry for him, only a little, but yes, he is not with us. However, he is still in our hearts. Raewyn, let's continue along the King's Road. And it's actually just occurred to me, I don't believe I've properly looked into Tumbleton and Ashford while riding down along here, so we're going to pay a quick visit to both of them. I think we might have had a look at Ashford, but I'm not so sure about Tumbleton. We will see. And it is the evening, so I suppose it's right that we duck into the tavern to see if there's anyone of interest here. We have Alan, the Traveller, interestingly enough, and we have some free riders. Alan, I suppose you are one who can tell us of many places. Greetings, friend. You look like the kind of person who would do well to know me. Yes, he is a traveller that can tell us about many different occurrences. We will say farewell for now, but thank you for your time all the same. We will take our leave, and we'll continue on to Tumbleton. And here we have arrived. We can see the banner of Lord Patrick Footley. Let's just take a walk around the streets, see if we can get an idea of the scope of Tumbleton. And quite the scope we have. Alan, you're looking good there, sir, and I'm actually glad that you're accompanying us. Something else I should note is that we don't actually have an arming sword yet. Yeah, we're still rocking an axe. At least this isn't an old axe, it's a semi-decent axe. But yeah, we could do with an arming sword. However, we aren't going to take Alan's. We want him to get proficient with that blade. And plus, we're pretty good with this already. In the distance, though, that is quite the settlement. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to jump into the tavern. But an impressive location. I'm really looking forward to the sieges in this, because just judged by the size and scope of the castles, we're going to have some very interesting encounters. We've got someone perhaps interesting standing over there in the corner. Sellswords, pikemen. We have another. A traveller. But we do have someone over here. Another Alan. We have Alan, and we have Alan. And Alan Cargyle, looking like the man in the Iron Mask. Well, Alan, let's have a chat.
What are you looking at? Leave me to suffer alone.
Suffer? What's happened to you to make you so glum?
It's those blasted knights. They ruined everything. The aristocracy ain't nothing but common thieves and bandits. That's what they are. How foolish I was, putting my trust in them, with the hope that they would protect me and my family from any foe. No. I learned the hard way. They are the ones to be feared. And to think we are highborn, of greater birth than any of those beasts. They were supposed to protect us on our travels through the Vale. Our family lost most of its lands after the War of the Usurper, and we've been living little better than peasants since. Until my father got an offer from a rich merchant in Gulltown, offering that his son and my sister be married. Such a match could have restored our fortune. We hired hedge knights to protect us from the mountain tribes on our way from the Bloody Gate through the mountains, and all seemed well. But one night our protectors got drunk, and then my sister. My father tried to stop them, charged them with a sword in hand. He was old. He was cut down quickly. The false knights fled soon after, leaving me and my sister. The marriage was off, and since I've been forced to travel as a sellsword to support her.
I see. A troubling past. But we all have troubling pasts, so I suppose you might fit in here. No knights either. Join me. Perhaps we can help reverse those fortunes.
How magnificent. A chance to restore the honour of House Cargyle. By the Seven, finally my fortune takes a turn for the better.
That's the spirit.
There is only one problem, though. I must sew a new banner to fly high the sigil of House Cargyle, to fly alongside yours. I imagine 700 could suffice, enough to pay a seamstress.
We can manage. Here, go find your seamstress and meet us outside the town once you're done.
Good. Just give me a moment. I'll be there.
Well, Mr. Cargyle, welcome to the company, and I think we will be going with the idea of calling you Cargyle to avoid confusion, as I imagine there is a slight difference in the pronunciation of Alan and Alan. I think it's just more the spelling than anything. Thank you for your tunes, good bard. Manfred will be on our way, leaving this place behind. Poor sod. Well, I suppose it wouldn't do well for us to return to the Vale right away with those poor memories of it. Now, Alan, we're going to keep you in amongst our infantry and just slightly below Alan. Yes, Cargyle. We're going to go with Cargyle. Let's have a look at your skills and see how you are. Okay, you're all right. You've got decent amounts of iron flesh, so you're looking pretty healthy. We need to get that power strike up on you, and I believe we will be able to do that. As for equipment, I don't think we have anything to give you at this stage. We have just had a bit of a clear out. Yes, unfortunately not. That is a good helm, and I'm not going to take it away from you, good sir. Yeah, your shield is fine as well. Alright, you seem happy enough as you are. Before we leave town, I will get some more provisions, as our numbers have grown somewhat, so it's going to be good for us to keep track of that. Perhaps just some more bread. We could go, really for it and go get some chicken. But I think for now we are just going to be a little bit more skimp and just stick to bread and fish for now. Smoked fish on bread sandwiches. Delicious. Now, onward towards King's Landing. While riding here to Tumbleton, I did actually notice some bandits, some outlaws riding across here. We have some honorable men. If they manage to track them down, we can always jump in on one of their fights. So we'll have a quick patrol around here to see if we can spy anyone. But alas, it appears to be clear. And we've got some knights actually patrolling around as well. No, we'll just go across the bridge. And here we go. The bridges is where we're usually going to find folks, and we can see that they're actually both running from us. We have a party of 17, and we can see that we've got veteran Dragonstone archers in here. Now, these broken men aren't running from us, but they probably... No, I don't think they will. They're running from another. We'll see if we can get them to turn around. And yes, they have. They are coming directly for us. These are veteran archers. A troublesome foe. Let's see what kind of battlefield we end up on. We are free brothers. We only fight for ourselves from now on. Give us gold or taste our steel. Now, we could actually offer them protection if they join our party. Perhaps it does not need to end this way. I am not beholden to any one lord. Join me. I will offer you money and protection. Well, it sounds like a deal, but to show us goodwill, that's going to be 1,500. I think you are trying to rob me still. No, I guess I'll decline. Too bad then. We'll have to sell you to the slavers. You can try. It's going to be 17 against 17. We are going to be charging the enemy, and depending on the battlefield, charging might actually be our best course of action. These are veteran archers, so we want to try and close the distance as soon as possible. Or at the very least, be behind a hill so that they can't see us. Now, we do have some decent archers of our own, but I think it's going to be asking a fair amount for them to be able to beat these Dragonstone archers. Easy does it, Raewyn. Easy does it. Okay, so let's actually just have everyone hanging down here for now. We're going to get our archers to come back a bit further. I feel like this is not a bad spot for us because it means that their archers will really have to crest this hill. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Now, I'm just trying to close that menu there. We're looking good. We can hear movement, and they're actually moving through a river. We've got both Alan and Cargyle out here on the side, and our Westerland men-at-arms. We've only got one Reachman levy. We'll have to get some more. And I believe... Yes, look at those crabs. Excellent. And we can see one on Raewyn as well. Alright, they've crested the hill. We'll hold for a little bit. Alright, infantry, move in. Charge them. Archers, get up on this hill here. We need to close with them as quickly as possible. They do have the number advantage on us at the moment. Come on, close that damn menu. There we go. Oh dear. Oh, that's... We got baited. We got absolutely baited. Archers, move back. Infantry, move back if you can. Yeah, we got baited hard. That is rough. Come on, infantry back here. Pull back. Keep those shields up. Okay, we did take down a number of theirs, but wow, they really got us there. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for them to come over this edge. That is very rough. Okay. We still have a number of us up though, so we're doing something right. We can hear them moving, sloshing about in the water. Alright. Oh, wow. Good draw. We'll hold this position for now, keep all of our shields up in that front line. Our archers don't seem to mind. They're doing a good job the second that they see a head poke over that hill to take up shot. Alright, now we go in. Infantry, move up on them, because they're all here. We need to keep our own shield up here. There are still so many of them. And they're going to try and fall back too. Come on. Up we go, up we go. It's gonna be rough. Damn, they're retreating quite well. Archers, move up to here. Damn, we cannot attack and stand here at the same time. I'm actually incredibly impressed with the AI here because we don't usually see this level of tactics from them. We can't do much to protect ourselves. We can try. We're just gonna have to keep on moving up on them. Okay. I'm gonna keep Raewyn alive for now. I can only hope that our levies that have gone down so far are still going to be able to survive this. With Bryden being down, I don't know if that's going to lessen our chances, although we're hearing some of them die. So our veteran crossbowers are doing something, but at the same time, we could be losing some of our own. This is a fight that Raewyn can't take part in too much, apart from maybe trying to distract them. Okay, I think we still have a height advantage, and it looks like we're slowly starting to get a numbers advantage. I'm liking this. No, actually, Bryden is still up, although I think he might be out of arrows, and wow, I'm just gonna keep Raewyn down here for now. I think we took a shot right through us then at some point. Yeah, she's looking a little bit roughed up. I think our archers have got this. We got 3 left at this stage. 2, excellent work. Alright, the broken men have broken. We only have 1 left on the field, the other choosing to retreat, or try to at the very least. Yeah, big props to the mod authors, and I think this might be part of Floris as well, but just the behavior of the troops on this battlefield has been impressive. Come on, before the shield breaks. There we go, come on. Take a shot. My archers are doing work as well. Yeah, I mean, they're good at retreating. Give them that. Come on. Come on, stop running. They're literally doing what a player would do. Run backwards. I just need to break his attack for a second. There we go. That's how it's done, Raewyn. And look at all of those arrows through the shield. 1 stuck into her arm. Yeah, she's going to have a bit of a rough time. Now, we actually only lost 3 overall. I'm still going to chalk that up to be quite a decent success, all things considered. Now, we could hire these peasants, but we're not really going to be able to use them for much at all. We are going to share the loot with our men, and yeah, we came away with some really decent equipment. Noblemen's robes as well. You know, not the greatest thing in the world, but still, we'll take them. They're going to be worth something to someone. Yes, thank you. And I think I can probably give those boots to someone in our company. Let's have a quick look. Okay, yeah, Alan, I think you could probably do with some. Okay, let's see how you're doing. Those are only +1, so yes, definitely. And we could give you one of these as well. 36. I think we're going to do a little bit of a swap around here. Yeah, excellent. And those gloves don't do anything but look cool. And as for Cargyle, your boots are fine, and obviously your helmet is really decent as well. And that finally leaves Bryden. And luckily, he was completely uninjured in that. Being an archer now, he's going to be out of the battle for the most part. So as long as we can keep him away from trouble, he should have a long life ahead of him. Which is exactly what we want, because he is putting us back together again after the fights, and, well, saving our life more often than not. So we have a veteran sellsword crossbowman. Very nice. Okay, I like it. I think we did have some other crossbowmen as well, but we might have lost them. No, we've still got 3 here. So I'm going to mark that up as a success. Yeah. And it looks like we do have some outlaws across the way here, although I was going to say I don't know if we're going to be able to hit them or not, but it looks like we are. We got men-at-arms and we have an outlaw leader. We are a little bit worse for wear going into this fight though. Yeah, we're actually going to try and avoid it for now if we can. I think that's the smarter move for us to take, and we are going to ride on to King's Landing. And we have arrived. I want to take you on a quick little walk around the streets, which I'm sure it's going to be, yep, rather noisy and rather populated. Music coming from every which way, and we can see the Red Keep up there, just off in the distance, peeking up above the buildings. See if we can find our way through the town, at least a little bit. Good job, Bard. We've got ourselves some cows. You're a horse merchant, and you're the blacksmith. Nice. I wouldn't mind having a business here. Let's see if we can speak to the Gold Cloak. Oh, Alan, good, you're accompanying us. He doesn't want to say anything to us. Fair enough. Fair enough. And that's the Guildmaster. Well, I suppose we could ask, see if he has anything that we can do for him. Sorry, we weren't actually wanting to speak with you. Roger. Good day, Raewyn Celtigar. What can I do for you?
Rather, I was hoping I might be able to do something for you.
We heard a short while ago some travellers on the road from Volantis were attacked by pirates.
That is to be expected on the high seas.
We would like you to track these pirates down. The merchants of the town were able to get a description of their leader and have put together a bounty. If you hunt them down and destroy them, we'll make it worth your while.
I suppose I could attempt it. However, Volantis is further away. I would rather not take the seas now if I could avoid it, but thank you.
Yes, I don't know whether or not it would take us onto the seas, but travelling by sea is costly, and it does affect our troops' morale. We need to rest up properly before we try and leave this place too. Let's go into the tavern first of all, and see if we have anyone to speak to here. Yes, we've got someone in a robe, and we have another person, Garrett Longley. Oh, Garrett, maybe we can have a chat. Who are you? Mero the Traveller, so another person that we can speak about various different places around the world. But Garrett, maybe we can have a chat with you.
Hello there, friend. Have a drink on me.
What's the occasion?
Why? I won the archery competition held by Lord Hightower last year. I've been drinking my way across the country ever since. I bested Sir Roland Storm, the bastard of Night Song. A genial man, he even congratulated me afterwards. I heard he's recently taken service with Lord Stannis, or King Stannis, whatever he calls himself now. Perhaps I ought to seek him out, see if he'd like a rematch. Truth be told, though, I don't think my winnings will last much longer. Wars are expensive, after all.
Yes, I'm sure. If you truly are a champion archer, I might be able to make use of you in my company.
Really? Well, perhaps I'll be able to command soldiers of my own one day. Look, I'll meet you outside the tavern whenever you're ready to continue, my lady.
Very good. I'll let you know when we're going to be on our way.
Oh, before you leave, however, there is a small payment I would need in advance. Let's say 700 silver coins should suffice. It's to help keep my poor father fed until I return. It's sure to be a very long autumn. You wouldn't want him starving now, would you?
I suppose we wouldn't. 700, you say? Well, make sure it reaches that father of yours.
Oh, of course, my lady. Just give me a moment or two. I'll be with you.
Somehow I don't believe that, Garrett. Somehow I believe that coin is going to go directly to where most of your winnings have gone. But we have a champion archer in our team now. Alright. Well, I do want to have a look at some other locations around here, but for now, we are going to leave for a moment so that we can have a look at Garrett and exactly see, what he brings to the party here. He is going to be an archer alongside Bryden, which is nice. let's talk about your skills. Good strength and excellent power draw, which is fantastic because you, my good friend, should be able to make use of a piece of equipment that I picked up while fighting some bandits. All the way down here, a masterwork recurve bow. And yep, it's going to be a lot better than what you're using at the moment by a long shot. Yeah, accuracy of 70, accuracy of 95. He is going to be pretty damn decent with that bow. And you know what? I think giving him that is worthy of a trade. We are going to trade with you, my good sir. An axe for a sword. I feel like that's fair. Now, you don't have anything on your head currently, but you do have decent strength. You know what? That burgeonet here isn't going to obstruct your vision, and it's going to keep those eyeballs, well, that noggin safe. His eyeballs, maybe not so much, but it'll at least be a little bit safer. We do have some other arrows as well, but it is a -2 to damage, so yeah, we'll hold out until we get some others. We could give you a shield to wear on your back for the time being as well, just give you a little bit of extra protection. Excellent. Yes, now we're going to go to the markets, see if we can sell off the other equipment that we have here. Keeping these helmets for now though, but the shoes and other basic bits and bobs we'll be getting rid of. Okay, our money is looking alright. Could be better though, so let's see if we can find some others to talk to. Perhaps if we walk towards the castle, the Red Keep, we might be able to find just that. I'm sure they are looking for sellswords that have skills to bring. We can see that Tywin is not here, but the Iron Throne is. Joffrey, no doubt, busy seeing to the country, being a good king and all that. However, Joffrey is not here, but there are many others here. We have Maester Pycelle, among many. We have the High Septim. We have Lancel Lannister, some strangers, and some familiar faces in the background here. Peter Baelish and Lord Varys. So, without wanting to ruffle too many feathers, perhaps we'll be able to speak with some of the folk who are here. Let's avoid Lancel for now. Perhaps talk to Sir Raewyn Celtigar here.
Hello, I am Sir Raewyn Celtigar.
Greetings. What are you doing at court?
I am the Master of Arms here in the Red Keep.
I see, so you're in charge of King Joffrey's martial training.
I suppose I am, though the king has not been to see me since he ascended the throne. I'm sure his time is taken up with important matters of state.
I'm sure that is the case. If you have been here for some time, perhaps you might be able to tell me of the Red Keep, its history.
When Aegon the Conqueror landed on the shores of Westeros, he built a basic fortress of wood and earth on the hill that now bears his name. After the conquest, when King's Landing was made the new capital, he laid the foundations for the Red Keep, the seat of House Targaryen. But it was during the reign of his son, Maegor the Cruel, that the castle was finally finished. Maegor had all the stonemasons and builders who worked on the keep executed after the work was done, so that only the Targaryen kings might know all the secrets of the castle.
I see. A bad time to be a mason, then. Thank you, Sir Raewyn. And you, sir?
Greetings. I'm Jalabazo, rightful prince to the Red Flower Vale.
Greetings. My name is Raewyn. Where exactly is the Red Flower Vale?
Ah, it lies in the Summer Isles. The name is derived from the large red flowers that cover that land.
I see. What are you doing so far away from home? What are you doing here in Westeros?
My treacherous cousin, Zondo Zo, incited the peasants against me. I had to flee with nothing but my prized galley and treasury. I am quite convinced he used some vital dark sorcery.
Dark sorcery, you say? I'm sure, yes. You spoke of the Summer Isles. I have not heard much of them before in my travels.
I'm afraid I cannot tell you much. During the Doom,
a massive tidal wave hit the islands, and nothing of our history before that is known, except for small bits of legends and some silly stories.
Well, thank you for your time, my lord. Good luck with that relative.
Perhaps we'll talk to some others here. Lord Varys.
Excuse me.
Hello, my friend. I am Varys, Master of Whispers.
Greetings, Lord Varys.
Perhaps you'll be able to convince Lord Littlefinger here that the only sensible thing to do in times of storms is to keep up the illusion of safety and stability, even while your ship is sinking.
Perhaps. What exactly does a Master of Whispers do here?
Oh, nothing much. I mainly keep the king and the small council informed of the events in the three cities, and require various bits of information related to events in the realm. I know much of what has transpired in Essos over the years. Raewyn, was it?
Yes. Thank you for your time, Lord Varys. I will attempt to persuade Lord Baelish.
Is there not a splendid day at court?
I suppose it is.
Such interesting persons here. And on top of that, Lady Stokeworth is sure to invite me to yet another dinner. I see lamprey pies and succulent pigs in my near future.
It is certainly a day of promise. Lord Baelish, would you possibly tell me the history of your house?
The proud heritage of House Baelish. No, I would rather not.
Very well then. I will leave you to your conversation.
And that we should. Let us leave for now, although there is Grand Maester Pycelle here. We've had some luck with maesters so far. Hail and well met. I'm Grand Maester Pycelle.
Greetings. What exactly does the Grand Maester do here?
I advise the king and the small council in matters of which I'm well versed, and I'm also responsible for the health of the royal family.
I see. Is it true? No, I suppose I should not ask, but you served the Targaryen kings before, yes?
What of it?
Apologies, I did not mean to offend.
And we see no sign of Tywin here.
Perhaps Jane might be able to help us here.
I say, don't you look familiar?
I suppose I might. My name is Raewyn Celtigar, at your service, my lady.
Raewyn Celtigar, is it? I don't believe I've heard of you before. Can I help you with anything?
I was hoping to know the location of someone. Lord Tywin?
Lord Tywin Lannister is travelling here at the moment. Should be close to Wind Hall.
Thank you for your time. That is all.
Farewell, Raewyn Celtigar.
Yes, fare thee well. But Raewyn, if we're quick, we might be able to find good old Tywin. Let's see. We'll leave here for now and see if we can track him down. Okay, Wind Hall is all the way over here. Surely we can make that. There is a battle happening that I wouldn't mind getting in on. Some village farmers are being accosted by outlaws. We are injured, but we can get there just in time. We are going to move in to help the village farmers. We're going to charge the enemy. We have 16 against their 9, but we're not going to actually charge here. We're going to get our archers up here, infantry here, and try and hold ourselves as best we can. However, they do seem to struggle a little bit on some of these fields. I think it's perhaps being too close to the edge of the map, potentially. Archers, I really need you to get back onto me. Oh, this is the edge of the wall here. Okay, well that's why we can't actually go back further than this point. So I'd really like the archers to be a little bit more separate from the infantry, and alas, it does not seem like we can actually do that on this battlefield. We'll try if we can, just because there isn't enough of an angle here that's going to work with us. We do see that we have some of the farmers still alive. Just the 2 here. We're going to hold the line and wait. Looks like some of you can already see heads poking above the hill. No mounted combatants, which I'm a little surprised. But our archers should be able to sufficiently weaken them because I don't see shields here. If not, kill them outright. Excellent work. Fantastic. Okay, there are 2 shields at the back, but very well done. Very, very well done. Wonder how that new bow is going. Good, one would hope. Alright, time to move in and help. We let our troop do some of the work, but we need to also get in there ourselves. Alright, that's a big sword. Massive cleaver of a thing. Oh, wow. Okay. Knocked us down. Alright, well done. And more stumbling. We will take the victory. Excellent work, team. No casualties on our side. You know, anytime. Anytime. We're not going to go ahead and capture, but we are going to share. Do we have anything good? Just some gambesons which we are going to sell. Alan did get a level up out of that, so let's have a look at your skills, my friend. Always improving that strength. We're going to keep on trying to get Power Strike up as much as humanly possible. And we'll take that as a victory. Still no sign of Tywin yet. I imagine he's going to be coming across this way here. We do have some more raiders, and I'm going to be intrigued to see whether or not, well, they're running. I think we can't afford to fight them just by ourselves right now. We are still recovering. Most of our companions are on less than half health. And finally, we actually do see Lord Tywin within our sight. Let's go ahead and approach. Do I know you? I am Lady Raewyn Celtigar. At your service, my lord. I am Lord Tywin Lannister, the ruler of the Westerlands, the Hand of the King, Lord of Lannisport, Harrenhal, Casterly Rock, Hayford, Stokeworth, Chelstead, Rollingford, Oxhorn, Edgerton, Cressy, Mallory, Riverspring, and Whitewalls. Please do not think it forward if I say that it is unusual to see a woman comparison for war. I hope that one day I might be the father of a daughter possessed of such bravery and spirit.
You do flatter me, my lord. I was hoping I might be able to serve you in some capacity. I have a lot of time, and I have loyal men at my side.
Well, the king has seen it fit to name me his hand, but while I am in the field, I have decreed that my son Tyrion shall act as hand in my stead. He speaks with my voice, the hand's voice, while in King's Landing, but with the court in disarray and feeble-minded lords of the Crownlands being unwilling to show their full support. I should like more of my leal subjects close at hand, aiding my son. And so, do not hesitate to take his orders further than he might ask. Tyrion has always had a heart too soft for his own good. If the situation requires it, then I expect you to put heads on spikes.
Of course. I can do that, my lord. Is there anything else I can do for you in the meantime?
You probably know that I am the lord of the village of Rollingford. However, it has been months since Rollingford has delivered taxes and the rents due to me as its rightful lord. Apparently, the populace there has grown unruly as of late, and they need someone to go there and remind them of their obligations, and to persuade them if they will not listen. If you go there and raise the taxes they owe me, I will grant you 1/5 of everything you collect.
A fair offer, my lord. We have ourselves an agreement. I will ride to Rollingford and then to King's Landing.
Welcome news, Raewyn Celtigar. I will entrust this matter to you. Remember, those peasants are foxy beasts. They will make every excuse not to pay me my rightful incomes. Do not let them fool you.
We will do our best not to. And we can see Rollingford is right here. And so, we are now in the pocket of Lord Tywin Lannister. There is an opportunity for us to make a fair amount of funds here. However, surely it will not be so easy. King's Landing is nice and close as well, so for us to be able to go and talk to Tyrion should be a little easier. As we can see here, we can collect taxes due to Lord Tywin Lannister, and we will do just that. However, there is a chance that things can go south. We can see here that as the most skilled tradesman of our company, Mr. Cargyle expects that collecting taxes from here will take 2 days. So there's 2 full days of collecting taxes in Rollingford. Let's see how this goes. And we can see that we've actually lost some from our weekly budget. However, come the next one, that should be significantly less because our ironworks will have started producing. Yes. We'll let this keep ticking by. We can see that the people of Rollingford are outraged at your demands and decree it as nothing more than extortion. They're getting very restless and they may react badly if we keep pressing them. We do not want to upset Lord Tywin. Upsetting some villagers is bad, but I think getting on the wrong side of the lion is not what we want to do in this situation, so we are going to continue. However, it will more than likely have repercussions. We will see. The coins continue to roll in, and I think we're approaching the end. Let's see if we can make it without trouble. Then of course we need to track down Lord Tywin once again. I think that might be him right there. We can see his banner. And there we go. We did it without conflict. We have collected 2,700 in taxes from Rollingford. Lord Tywin will be expecting us to take the money to him. We succeeded, however, they are not very happy with us here. Well, I think it's better than having Tywin being not happy with us. So let's ride on to King's Landing to see if we can track him down. This is Sir Davin Lannister. Tywin, I'm sure you're out here somewhere. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we ride back towards your home. Are you here? And indeed he is. Well, this is going to be 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's start. On to the castle then. And there he is, I'm sure, awaiting us to drop off all of these funds. I can see Raewyn bringing in a large chest and dropping it before Tywin.
We meet again, Raewyn Celtigar. What is it?
About the task you gave me.
Yes, have you made any progress?
Here are the taxes collected from Rollingford. It comes up to 2,702 coins.
Well done, Raewyn Celtigar. Very well done indeed. You were truly the right person for the job. I promised you 1/5 of the taxes, so that amounts to 541 coins. If you give me 2,161, you may keep the difference. Good result for everyone,
Yes. Were there any other tasks that you had, my lord?
I have something you might be able to help with. An issue for a lawless villain known as Folk the Maester. He murdered one of my men and has been on the run from judgment ever since. He murdered one of my men and has been on the run from judgment ever since. There is a bounty on his head. He is believed to be hiding with his kinsman in Langwood. Would you hunt him down? The bounty is yours if you will take it.
I will, my lord.
That is good. Very well. Good hunting to you.
Thank you. Alright, we will have to look into where we might actually be able to find this foe. But before we do, we're going to see if we can visit the Tower of the Hand. The Tower of the Hand is part of the Red Keep in King's Landing, finished by Maegor the Cruel. The first occupant was Lord Adwell Celtigar, an ancestor of ours, and the tower has been the seat of the king's hand ever since. When Maga finished the construction of the castle, he put every mason who worked on the castle to death. Yes, there are rumours that the secret passageways he tried to protect even led to the Tower of the Hand. Let us enter the tower. Here we are. There are some gold cloaks here. And is there a Tyrion? Yes, Tyrion Lannister. We can see his little setup in here. How nice. Tyrion, a moment of your time? Can I help you? I suppose you've come here at the behest of Ron. The man's been sending all kinds of queer folk to me these past days. Sellswords, rogues, the lot of them.
Your father sent me, actually.
To make sure that I rule rather than whore? Or to ask me to perform a certain task? Tasks I have aplenty. The city lacks food, soldiers, weapons, and proper queens, but I have more tasks than I know what to do with.
What would you have me do then?
Most of the lords of the Crownlands have sworn their allegiance to the king, but there are those close to the sea that have been unreliable in their support. Sir Geoffrey Dark has not seen fit to appear in court and has been riding around the countryside, spreading rumours of Joffrey's parentage. It won't do. Look at the boy. It's clear who his father is.
What would you want me to do then?
The lords need to know that we won't tolerate such behaviour. Sir Geoffrey's uncle was the one who alerted us to his nephew's behaviour. The king has seen fit to sentence Sir Geoffrey to death and grant his lands to his uncle. We need someone to carry out that sentence, but I don't want a long, drawn-out siege. Sneak into Sir Geoffrey's keep and put an end to him and his scheming.
I see. As you command, Lord Hand.
All right, quite the task for us. And so, we'll leave the tower for now. We have quite the task ahead. Quite the task indeed. First of all, we're going to have a look at our notes and see exactly where Langwood is. Oh, nice and close. Well, that should be an easy one for us to do and return before long, and I believe Crackclaw Point might be what they were speaking of. It is an independent faction at this stage. Let's have a look. Brookwater Keep. Yes, I see. Sir Geoffrey Dark. And Brookwater Keep was a place that we investigated not that long ago. Okay, well, first of all, we are going to perform the task for Tywin, riding out towards Langwood to see if we can hunt down this so-called maester. We'll return it, then head out to Brookwater Keep. And here we are in Langwood. Now, we might do well to potentially try to recruit some levies before we do this, because I don't think they're going to like us very much afterwards. We are going to go ahead to the village centre. And the reason I think they don't like us after taking justice into our own hands is they are meant to be the kinsmen of this supposed killer. We've got Alan backing us up, so that's better than having no one with us. And Alan is getting better and better at fighting. We want to be prepared. Keep our shield on our back for now. But seeing as it's evening, most of the town folk are in their own homes, which means we should have an easier time finding someone looking suspicious hiding out. There has really actually been no sign of this guy at all, which is interesting, and there is a chance that he might actually only be out during the day, so I might have to leave and come back later to search. Alright, guess we'll be waiting here for some time. And the morning is upon us. Let's see if we stand a better chance. Going back to the village centre, we'll see a number of folk walking about. Let's see if we can track down our foe. Ah, here we go. Hiding in the shadow of the shed, we have a man with a crossbow. looking very similar to the one who was described to us. Let's not draw our blade, not yet. Let's speak with this nervous man. What do you want?
I'm looking for a murderer by the name of Folk the Maester. You fit his description.
I don't understand, my lady. I never killed anyone. I think you've got the wrong man.
Then drop your blade. If you're innocent, your neighbours will be able to prove you as such.
I'm not going anywhere with you. You're going to have to fight for your silver.
It's not for money this time. No, it's for a lord, Lord Tywin, and he wishes to see your head removed.
Die!
I wonder if we would have seen a little bit of a tremble there for a second. Oh, wow. Alan, quick on the draw. Well done, sir. He is down. And with that, we're going to be leaving here, riding back towards King's Landing to see if Tywin is still there. Oh, that might be him riding off into the distance. No, it is not. We'll see. Ah, it looks like he is not here at the moment, so we'll see if we can track him down. Talk to Lady Jane again. Okay, so he is meant to be between Rollingford and Windhall at the moment, so he should be riding around here somewhere. Let's see if we can track you down, Tywin, as I'd like to return that before we attempt to do this other, slightly more difficult undertaking. No sign of him. Not yet. If he was riding back, we might be able to catch him. However, no sign yet. Ah! We meet a lonely septim on the road, and as we pass him, we stumble and accidentally push him off the track. We will apologize to the septim. We lose renown, but our men approve. No one should offend the gods. So I think we still lost renown because we pushed him over. We can't change that, but at the very least we did apologize. Yes. There are fights going on here between the Riverlands. Tywin, where are you? Well, if we can't find him, we will just have to continue on toward Brookwater Keep. We'll have one more run past King's Landing to see if he is here. Alas, he is not. And so to Brookwater Keep we shall ride. Or march in this case. We are all ready. We're all prepared for this, as much as one can be. Here we go. We can see we have arrived at Brookwater Keep, the seat of House Dark. The keep is old, and the land is overgrown. One small village, the side of the keep, is clinging to the outskirts of the forest. Let us approach the keep and see how we do. I don't know if they're going to be prepared or not. I'm going to ask everyone to follow me. So stay close, and it's mostly our companions here. We've got Alan, we're going to have Cargyle, we've got Garrett Longley, and we've got Bridden with us as well. We have one additional man-at-arms with us. There's the fort in the distance. Okay. If they had spies at King's Landing, they would know that something is on its way. Perhaps they were expecting nothing yet. But we don't have ill intentions. I suppose not until we get closer. Ah, and now they know something is amiss. Alright, we're going to go ahead and charge. Alan, thank you. Alright. Oh, Alan, sorry, buddy. Looks like we've got one left. A noble. This could be Joffrey? Jeffrey? Hold there, Alan. Hold there. I'm very impressed that you have made it as far as you have, buddy. Hold, hold, hold. Come on. Ouch. We've still got one back there. Come on. Sounds like we won the fight, and we have Sir Reich Dark over here. Oh, Okay, and wow. Okay. Let's see. We've got the 7-pointed star, which is obviously going to tell you all about the 7. We also have on the art of fighting with swords, which gives you +1 to weapon mastery after finishing reading that book. That's +1 to charisma. We have an exquisite bottle of perfume and then silver chalices. Excellent. Fine barrel of ale, tin ingots, and bags of grain. Let's go ahead and take the lot. Those books are worth a lot, but we also want to try and read them. However, we need 10 intelligence to be able to read them. Right now, we don't have that, but as you can see, we are victorious. I'm not sure what that's going to mean for us at this stage, but yeah, we're going to be returning to Tyrion Lannister for our reward. Okay, if we see any other Lannister troops along the way, I will be trying to ask them if they have seen or heard of where Tywin could be. We have some outlaws riding away from some honourable men. We might be able to hit them off. Oh, we just missed one. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move in to help the honourable men. We will charge the enemy. There's only 3 left. I'm pretty sure the honourable men are going to be able to ride them down. But we'll run out with the rest of our troop here. We see that we have all of our Westland levy that we still need to train up a fair amount. We're doing okay on the archer front at the moment. We definitely need to have more infantry in our front line, just to give us a little bit more survivability. Let's see how they do as we take our time charging up towards the enemy. Our archers are getting in position, so I'm going to see if I can actually get them lined up here. Our infantry can just continue charging, but it looks like it's going to be them just being run down in the field here. Come on then. 69 damage, don't mind if I do. Okay, well that's definitely their boss. So let's get a little bit closer. As he's rocking that big cleaver. I would think that the honourable men would be able to take him down, but they seem to be struggling a little bit. We're nearly at him though. Just a little further, come on. Chasing this sucker down. Our archers are doing a good job trying to hit him. Here we go, big attack. We see that tried to attack us from behind. Tried to do a backward swing. Got him. 230 experience from that. And what a cleaver. Hopefully, we actually do still get some of the goods from this battle. Let's continue. Anytime. We can actually recruit some veteran Riverlander men-at-arms. You know what? I think we will. It is going to expand our company a little bit more. Damn it. We actually just missed that out. That is my fault, because I am a big dummy. We actually have a whole heap of things to sell off here. Just a club that's left. We definitely need to get rid of all of that before long. Let's head back to King's Landing, sell some of that off, and hopefully find Tywin. Okay, so in the marketplace, there are a decent number of funds here, so we're going to try and make as much as we can. I'm going to not, obviously, sell off any of these books at all. We're going to have them up the top there for now. The perfume looks like it's selling for pretty much how much it was, and the silver chalices are looking pretty good as well, 469. Don't know how much they're exactly meant to go for, but it's still a really decent amount. I guess we don't want to sell all of them here though, do we? Because the price goes down considerably. So let's just sell one for now. We'll sell one of the tin ingots, and they don't drop off by too much, so I'm happy with that pricing. The hides, that looks like it's okay, and we'll just sell the rest of the goods off. We'll keep the grain to feed our troops, but we'll keep those chalices as well. Sell them off in a number of different places. That's 2,500 there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go talk to Tyrion. Alright. Hopefully, a somewhat decent reward. And I also don't know how this is going to affect things overall, but we'll see, won't we? Yes, Raewyn Celtigar? Lord Tyrion, I have taken care of Sir Geoffrey. Truly? Well done, Raewyn. I'll make sure Bronn spreads the proper rumours about his demise. Should keep the rest of the lords in line. How did the uncle take it? Slimy worm, isn't he? Here, have this. One of my men found it in the castle cellar. Supposedly, it belonged to Aemon the One-Eyed.
It's old and worn, as you might expect from something that had a Valerian sword through it, and was then submerged in water for 10 years, but it does have quite a story surrounding it. If you plan to stick around to test your new armor out against a bunch of fearsome fighters, a melee will take place here soon. Need something to keep the king occupied. I've put Sir Jacelyn in charge of it. Talk to him and bring him my regards.
Thank you, my lord. Now we can see that we actually lost honor there, as I suppose it wasn't a slightly more dishonorable tactic for us to take, but quite the reward. The Lannisters pay their debts, that much is certain. Wow, let's leave for now, and before we do anything else, check our inventory to see exactly what we got out of that. And wow, it's not the greatest heavy armor in the world, but it is a lot better than what we had. Worn by Eamon One Eye. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this thing on. We have the strength to do it, and it looks impressive. Impressive already. The boots to match, and then finally, the helm. Wow, we truly are the Iron Crab now. We can live up to that reputation, I would hope, and with a melee just around the corner, well, we have a chance to prove ourselves. We are going to trickle that armor down though, so I'm going to go spread it amongst our troops. Okay, I have divvied out the equipment between everyone now. Alan, a little bit better decked out. Cargyle, the same with him. And unfortunately, our two archers did get a little bit damaged in that fight, but I am happy with this. This is impressive and not what I was expecting, so we can take that as a victory. Now, we do have to try and find someone new in the castle, Sir Jacelyn Bywater. However, I am still wanting to find Tywin. We need to try and return that question as soon as possible, so let's see if we can find him here by speaking with Lord Renegade Estrin. My name is Raewyn, at your service.
I am Lord Renegade Estrin, a vassal of the Westerlands and the Lord of Windhall. I've heard talk of you, the woman who knows how to fight like a man.
Yes, I was hoping you might be able to help me find where Lord Tywin is.
Between Pink Maiden and Aiken Hall at the moment.
Thank you. Aiken Hall. How far from here? Ah, well, here is Pink Maiden, and here is Aiken Hall. So he's all the way up here at this point. Well, it's a bit of a ride, but I gotta think that he has gone up along that road here. So I'm gonna take the journey up that way. It's gonna take us right past Harren Hall, which is one of his fiefs. We could stop off there, but I think we're gonna continue riding on past for now. Now, we are in between Aiken Hall at the moment, actually, which is under siege. So he's going to be there for a while. However, there is an inn to our east at this stage. It is the evening, so perhaps we'll see if we can stay here. However, we can see upon arriving, the inn of the Kneeling Man is burnt and blackened. Recently attacked by some unknown force. Let's see if we can discover what that force is. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yep, not much there. Perhaps above then. Or below. We'll see what we can find. A chest, no less. Been covered up by grass. We will finish reading. See what we have. Oil, ale, and wine. Bags of salt as well. All valuables which we are going to be able to make use of. I guess this is our first proper look at Raewyn decked out. An impressive look. I'm glad it fits. I'm glad it fits. Now, are we going to be able to see anything else up here? It does not seem to be the case, and it's very unstable up there, so we'll search elsewhere. Ah,
The inn appears to be abandoned, the doors are locked, and the place is eerily silent. Yes, that it is. We can't tell anything about the cellar, so we'll head up the stairs and see what else is here. Something. A plethora of broken bottles, shards of glass. There is a faint whiff of pears and the cloying sweet smell of liquor. We have finished exploring the inn. We'll leave the place for now, and we'll continue on. We won't be resting here tonight. Let's go to Black Bottom Bend, then on to Acorn Hall. We are still spreading word of our legend in each of these towns, which is giving us a little bit of experience each time. The siege is still ongoing, and we actually have some raiders. Potentially dangerous. Let's go ahead and meet the village elder quickly before we ride on over towards where Tywin is, but instead, no, we have been attacked. Well, we'll see if we can get Alan here to charge ahead, as these are going to get through our shield any moment now. Javelins are no good. However, this is a chance for us to test out this new armor. However, they seem to only care about Alan. Our shield was barely holding. The bandits fall before us as wheat to a scythe. Soon we stand alone in the streets where most of the attackers lie unconscious or dying. We grab their purse. Well, that was nice. Let's try and see if we can meet the village elder again and just have a quick word, spreading knowledge of Raewyn, the Iron Crab, and wow, the full Lannister host is here. Acorn Hall will probably not belong to the Riverlands for much longer. And what's interesting about that is we're getting ever closer. Well, I say we, the Westlands are getting ever closer to Riverrun here, the capital. Yeah, Pink Maiden already taken across here. It's gonna be interesting. We are still not allied to any one lord, but, well, the Lannisters pay very, very well. And in amongst this group here, somewhere, is Tywin Lannister, so we're going to see if we can find him amongst all of this heaping mass. And there he is. Tywin.
We meet again, Raewyn Celtigar. What is it?
About the task you gave me.
Yes, you made progress.
I found Folk, and he has been given his punishment.
We'll all be a lot better off without him. Thank you, Raewyn, for removing this long festering thorn in my side. It's good to know you can be trusted. Here is your bounty.
My lord, please take no offense, but keep it. This was a favor.
Very well. I accept it. You are a woman for whom justice is its own reward, As you wish, Raewyn Celtigar, as you wish it. An honourable sentiment, to be true. Regardless, you have my thanks for ridding me of that careless oath.
Do you have any other tasks at this time?
No lord should admit it, but I was inspecting my soldiers the other day, and there are many that don't know which end of the sword to hold. But men, like swords, are tempered and hardened by fire. You are a warrior of some renown. Will you train some troops for me? I would be grateful.
How many exactly would you need?
If you can raise 7 elite Westerlanders and bring them to me, that would probably be enough.
That might be a little bit too difficult for me, my lord. I see combat, but not as much as you and the rest of your men. I will attempt to gather some all the same, but I cannot just yet.
Of course. I had expected too much of you. Very well. We shall continue this siege.
I must beg my leave.
Farewell. Yes, farewell.
Now we could potentially join his retinue for a time, join in on the siege, but, well, that's not what we're all about. We are still trying to create a name for ourselves. We have a lot in here that we need to sell off. perhaps returning to King's Landing will be the best thing that we can do at this stage. Instead of returning all the way to King's Landing, we've actually stopped off in Duskendale where we'll have some extra funds and where we can sell off a few more of these bits and pieces. Looking pretty good. We're going to hold on to that extra silver chalice, and I think we're going to hold on to that helm still. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these other bits and pieces. The jar of wine, jar of oil, we're going to be looking very good after that. Bags of salt, we're going to keep the grain for ourselves. That's 2,100. All in all, looking pretty good after that. We are going to take our leave from Duskendale, and just remembering that we have those books, I might actually be able to give one of those to Bryden to read. Let's go ahead. You are a maester. We're going to talk about books. We're going to exchange books, readable books. That's not going to really help you out all that much, but we are going to give you the 7-pointed star for you to read. Yeah. What's that in mind? What's the condition of your reading? You have no books? I want you to read a book that I gave you. Yes, read that book when you have time. Okay, we'll see how that goes for you. We would like to, in time, read one, but we need to get our intelligence up to 10 first before we can. And we'll get there in time. Our charisma is actually looking pretty good at this stage. I think we should be able to field a decent troop, really. We can see that our force size limit is 67 at the moment. We have honor rating of 3, character now of 113, so we're definitely going up there. I'm happy about that. Now, on to King's Landing, and we'll see if we can find this other lord. Now, I'm assuming we're going to be able to find him within the castle. So let's see if we can find anyone that we don't recognize immediately. And yes, here we go. We have Sir Jacelyn Bywater here. Let's have ourselves a chat. Also, I'm really liking this look right about now. Very good, Raewyn. Very good.
Yes, come to sign up for the melee.
Lord Tyrion told me about it.
Very well. The king has been acting out lately. It seems the novelty of his crossbow has worn off. We need something to distract him. The same might be said for the nobles of the court. The exile of Slint has brought some of them out of their stupor.
What are the prices in this melee?
The usual, such as it is. Not many men of note left in the city, so there's no need to be extravagant. 10,000 for the champion.
And what about the armor and the weapons?
I would expect you to bring your own. If you have none, you have no place in a melee, especially not if the hound is taking part.
Ah, I see. I've heard much of the hound. I should like to join this melee.
Very good. And we shall join that melee. But not today. No, that shall be in the next. Raewyn has managed to accomplish much today, and this new, air quotation marks, set of armor shows just how far and how fast she is rising among the lords and ladies. However, that too comes with its own dangers. For now, she has remained undetected as one who should not be where she is. But that can only last for so long. Should her father appear at any point, well, that would ignite a whole new kind of trouble. Raewyn Celtigar was walking the fine line between sellsword and vassal. Her loyalty to the Lannisters lasted while the coin kept flowing, and if any of the houses had coin to spend, it was the Lannisters. The war had only just begun, and signs of the first sieges proved to the Iron Crab that the lords were not just posturing. The outcome of this war would change the face of Westeros forever. For now, the victor did not matter to her, still in the far future to her. Rather, she chose to focus on the present. A tournament in King's Landing. There would be many eyes, a chance to prove herself, but also a risk to her identity. But with this new helm upon her head, no one need know her true identity. The Iron Crab was a fitting title, and one that would keep her true nature secret, if not for a little while longer. But as with all secrets, soon the light of day will find them.
Thank you for joining me for another episode of Raewyn's Tale. If you don't know it already, you can pick up the very first piece of Raewyn Roleplay's merchandise featuring Leonidas Aventus, the Dragonborn himself. There will be more items added to the store in the coming months, all available at raeconroleplays.com/store. And finally, I'd like to extend a great big thank you to the patrons who continue to make this content possible.